Hey everyone, just Shackle, and welcome back to the Coursion Director's Commentary, Episode 5. Today I'm joined by myself.
I'm here too at the Nether.
Nether,
Hey.
just out of good. Yes, everyone go around.
Wolf is here too. Hello.
Hello, Advance is here as well.
Blue.
Oh yeah, I forgot I existed. It's me too, your favorite person from Windvale.
Yes, okay. So today we are gathered to discuss what we call the end of the season arc stuff. You know, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go over from everything from the Sinkhole to the Windvale episode, and then discuss a little bit of Coursion SMP season 1.5. And then obviously, like I said, next episode will be our final episode, director's commentary for season 1, and we will be discussing everything we plan to do, or not everything we plan to do, but a lot of secrets and spoilers.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So to start us off, we are going to go over and get to it real quick. The Sinkhole, correct?
Yeah, that is the episode right before. Like I think I was looking at the playlist before we started. It goes the Sinkhole, and I think it's getting ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sinkhole getting ahead of the game, and then it's the actual.
There's also the bloopers video. Are you on the full playlist or the season 1 playlist?
I think I'm on. I'm just what I pulled up is just literally just Coursion SMP playlist on your channel.
Okay, yeah. So you see the bloopers one, right?
I don't know. I can't really go check because I have the video running in my background.
Okay. So the first one we talk about is Sinkhole. So Sinkhole is when Springy discovers some sort of like loud, like kind of like no, it was so I don't know really what it was. Some sort of sound he heard. He goes to investigate. There's a sinkhole that goes down to a caves below, obviously because we updated the server to 1.18. So now we have everything below Y0, and we're not going there yet because we have some plot ideas for that in season 2. But we went there to just give a kind of like looks ahead of what we're going to be exploring in the next season, being the giant caves. So yeah, that was cool. It was with Roman, Casino, and Springy. They did a little bit of exploring. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, I wasn't a part of it, but I did watch it, and I did actually think it was
I did watch it, yeah.
Yeah, I watched
it. Was only 7 minutes. It was pretty cool. They kind of just went around the cave and echoed.
Yeah, I actually really was surprised about the echoing effect. I wasn't expecting that at all when going into it.
Yeah, that was really cool, yeah. Obviously, no one from the episode is here, so there's not much we can ask about it.
Yeah.
Next one is the bloopers for what's to come from Davern Productions.
Yeah.
I can explain this. We messed up a lot making this, the forgotten, or what we call deleted episode or lost episode of a search party.
Yeah.
So this is just a compilation of Search Party and also Anomaly Research Episode 3.
Yeah.
Or Episode 2 and 3. So this had a bunch of funny bits that we did as we were recording, which is why I agree with this Davern about recordings being like hard to get through and stuff, because everyone else seemed to have a lot of fun. But obviously, if Davern wasn't having fun, that's up to him. So yeah, this was a fun video. There's a lot of good bits in here. Like Adam, I think my bit was
your bit was like where I was supposed to be, and it was like, shit, wrong season.
Oh yeah, where they cut over you in the episode, and I was like, wrong season.
I saw that.
Obviously, I didn't know if I was coming back in season 2 or the end of season 1 when this came out.
Yeah.
So obviously, but I figured out I was coming back in season 1 by then. But I love the event bit we had.
Yeah. Oh shit! This isn't Med Bay.
I thought that was funny. I was supposed to have an Among Us skin on, but I didn't load, so we were just like, whatever.
Yeah, you were just.
The next episode is Time to Get Ahead of the Game. So I came up with this title because of obviously anyone who's seen this, it'll kind of make sense. This is uploaded by Will. This was the conclusion to Search Party, so technically this could be considered Search Party episode 4, but it was kind of just like a lead up to the big finale. It was just hyping everyone up. So in this episode, it was Springy, Roman, Casino, Adam, the mayor, and one other person.
I don't
Oh, yeah,
remember.
Wolf.
Yeah.
So, three of us were here. Wait, were you not there? Yes.
I was supposed to be in the last episode, but then y'all were just
Woo! Out the window.
y'all just were just getting ahead and then
Hence the name of the episode. Ah.
Well, I don't get what you're saying, though. What do you mean?
remember like how I was in with like the this is a med bay thing. I was
Yeah.
in the VC. I was supposed to get involved, but then y'all kind of just forgot.
Oh yeah, for the search party. Yeah, we but time to get out of the game is the one where we went out to go look the Raider Village.
And
So fun fact: during this, there's actually some lore for season 2 dropped about the Raider group, and if you pay attention to one of the characters' facial expressions when they're talking about it, you will get some clues about what's going to happen between some characters in the Raider group. So, that happened in the beginning. I think it happened around 5 minutes. So that happened in this episode that I did not know about is there was a note left that was supposed to leave Davern hanging over a cliff more than he was before, saying that he was murdered. And I didn't understand if we were supposed to go along with it against it, so I tried to do what Adam was and just bullshit around it. So that why that scene wasn't very genuine for my part.
I was in this.
Huh?
Yeah, because it says something about a pack of wolves, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it said about
and y'all looked at me. I was in this.
That scene was funny though. Where they're like, he got mauled by a pack of wolves, and Adam turned.
Everyone just slowly turned their head.
Adam was the first. I pulled out my sword and slowly turned towards Wolf. I was like, "Hey, yo, Wolf, what's up with that, bro?" Yeah, so Adam may be a little mentally unstable, but he does care a lot about Davern, or did at least. Well, he still does probably. Yeah. So that was probably not the best reaction I could have given. If I was able to redo that, I would probably have been really sad and then made some dumb joke about it, not just walked off and tried to play it off.
Yeah.
But I think Adam is kind of in the right when he says maybe that note wasn't made by a raider because how would they know what Casino's mailbox was? Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Either way, gonna get it past that note part now. Then what happened? We all went out and went towards the village where Adam, Wolf, and Kitty were held captive. This village was so annoying to navigate, right? Because I knew where it was. I got there, but I kept walking past Wolf's cage, but it's because it's hidden behind this house, and it kept pissing everyone off because I was like, "Listen, guys, I'm a human compass," and Phil's like, "Yeah, he is." And then I couldn't find the cage.
Literally 5 seconds later,
really?
That was like the
in
worst.
In real life, he is like a human compass. He doesn't need a GPS, no map, no nothing.
It was so funny because it was like, "Listen, guys, I'm the human compass. I can find anything. So where's this cage again?" It was so contradictory.
Yeah.
That was a fun bit.
Yeah.
I remember the other day, you thought I pulled out Google Maps to find out where we were, and I was like, no, I was trying to see the store was open. Remember that, Phil?
Yeah, I was like, why is the human map taking out a freaking his phone looking up maps?
I only check for stores, and either way, we went to the village. I think my favorite part of this whole episode is when Adam starts walking up to all the villagers, going,
And then the mayor
just crazy.
The mayor was just looking at you. My bad.
What are you talking about?
So everyone except for Wolf didn't know that Adam could actually talk to villagers.
Yeah.
So everyone just thought Adam was being crazy, but no, I made it. It's in canon. Adam can actually talk to villagers. I thought it was a fun thing to include. I think it was something that happened in Cake because in Snow Springs there was a bunch of villagers there, and I would go to their houses. I would name them all and talk to them all the time.
Yeah.
So Adam has the knowledge to talk to villagers because of Snow Springs.
Oh yeah.
You go.
So it's a little background lore for you. What's up, Vance?
I was just gonna add to the thing saying the mayor was just looking at him like he was just batshit crazy.
Yeah.
And he still loves him. I'm kidding. So then obviously the last part of the episode, which is actually pretty dark and somber. I don't know why I went with this. So There was some personal issues. Kitty wanted to leave the SMP, so we were like, "Hey,
You
okay."
put her head on a pike.
So I was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, listen, guys, I'm still suffering from Akame got kill anime. What if we, put someone else? What if we could put Kitty's head on a pike?" Everyone's like, "Why, Aiden?" And I'm like, "Listen, guys, I'm still suffering from Akame got kill. I need
Listen,
this."
guys. Listen. It
If
may
anyone here
sound screwed up.
if anyone here hasn't seen Akame got kill, I don't recommend watching the anime. Maybe the manga, but the anime is gonna make you cry unless you're,
I'm
have
watching.
no soul.
I'm gonna watch it right now.
You're gonna watch it right now, yeah.
Anyway, but like I feel like
yeah.
personally, I do want to say like what Jackal's thought process was for this. It was like, do it for the vine.
Yeah, pretty much. I committed to the bit. I was like, I made a joke saying, "Let's put our head in a pike," and then I just committed to it, and everyone was like, "Well, this is happening now."
Yep, it's canon.
Only complaint I have is
my-
I wish we could have convinced Kitty to put on a skin where her where her head was like the bottom of it was like bloody, so that when we put it on the pike, it looked like her head was dripping blood. But it's whatever.
Yeah.
If I had chisel and bits, I would have made that pole red. Oh my god, I miss chisels and bits.
With that whole bit thing, it's like that meme with like the dog in the fire, and he's going, "This is fine."
Yeah.
The fire is just you, and then the dog is
So
just
this
all
scene
of us.
was all like the first death, and it was also a way to test the waters because the only person who had to deal with a death scene before was Casino, and we all know before from previous episodes, like I said, she's not the best of actors.
Yeah.
Actors, sorry. So I did this scene specifically to try to see who's doing the best with the death scenes. I can't really give a personal judgment how I did. I liked Roman's reaction until he just started trying to well, that's okay. Obviously he was dealing with denial. Adam was actually pretty sad about it.
Like,
And I have to admit, I was kind of jumping the gun there because I wanted to, because we recently figured out how old all the characters are. We figured out when we talked about it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, guys, let me tell you guys how old Kitty is 8 times that the audience knows." So I apologize for being annoying in that part, but other than that, I think the mayor gave
why are you saying that so many times?
I know. I was like, "She's only 16. She's only 16," or whatever I said. The mayor gave a pretty okay performance, minus the throwing up. That was so, I wouldn't say cringy, but so unnecessarily dramatic.
He's not. To be fair,
I know, it was just
he's
I'm
not
gonna
used
throw
to.
up.
He's not used to seeing
Yeah.
heads on a.
I think Wolf's reaction was just anger, right?
not to
He kinda
mention
was
that.
angry.
Not to mention. Not to
Wolf
mention
had no
because.
reaction. He was
yeah.
okay with it.
I just want to say this. Not to mention for Vance's thing about not used to seeing people's head on a pike. Not to mention, Lion Casino literally said in that episode, "Who would do this to a fucking child?"
Yeah, that was a good line. Yeah, Casino did okay that time around. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
kind of. That's
well,
why. That's why I kind of. That's
Then
why.
we had the
The
talk
animals.
between
I think he's
Adam
kind of seeing a dead
Wolf,
head.
Vance, and Springy about the Raiders and stuff. And then I thought we were done, right? So I started walking away, but then I hear everyone still talking, and I didn't know where everyone went, so I had to try to. I was trying so hard not to talk, but I was also trying to ask everyone where they were at the same time. And I was like, okay, I went back to Kitty's head, and I was like, okay, there they are. But I was just hoping no one noticed that I walked all the way over to the fucking guard tower. I was like, please, no one notice. I'm definitely right near you guys.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, most people didn't notice, thankfully. But
I did. I noticed.
Shut up. Because we have a thing that we try to commit to where we only talk when we're near the person who's recording, and obviously sometimes we have
Not a
trouble
lot
with
of people are good at. Not a lot of people are
The only
at
good people at it are me, Vance, and Phil.
Hey, yo, what about me, bro? I'm good at that crap. It actually no, but in all seriousness, when it comes to stuff like that, it really gets on my nerves when people don't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like when it comes to that kind of stuff, we need to have somebody a mover that moves us to different VCs when nobody when specific people aren't near each other.
Mover. Yeah, someone also needs to. You guys need to learn, especially Vance, how to turn off disconnecting and moving sounds. You can turn it off in your Discord, or you can at least put streamer mode on when you're recording or something. That way, it blocks off all the sounds.
Yeah.
It's more authentic, at least. But I'm not gonna bother you about that. Either way, Good episode. And then I love the speech he gave at the end. It was completely improvised, by the way, obviously. But with Adam talking to Roman and being like, if you go out there and die now, the village is just going to get worse. We should just get our heads together. Give us a week. And he's like, no, 3 days. And Adam's like, you know what? Give us 4. And it's like, okay. And it was funny because, like, everyone else had like been making dates in lore, and they all matched up to be on the day of Windvale. I remember Nether's like, "Give me a few days, Springy," and stuff like that. In one of the episodes, and I was like, "Oh my god, this fits perfectly."
Yeah,
and it was 4 days IRL, and it was 4 days in game that Nether Roman chose. So
Yeah,
everything fit together perfectly.
Yeah, I do believe that I don't entirely remember. I think I said give me like 4 days, maybe a week.
Yes.
I think that's exactly what I said to Springy when he gave me the proposition in the last episode of one of the what was it? It was freaking Wolf's Adam's Recovery. Was it?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Adam's Recovery.
Yeah.
And then the next episode was Windvale, the season finale.
Yeah, there were multiple. There were different perspectives. The big ones I can think of is Vance and mine.
Yeah,
and then Zora had one that eventually was taken down due to reasons.
Yep.
So obviously, there's Vance and Nether's perspectives. I have watched all of Vance's, but I haven't got around to watching all of yours, Nether, yet. So I will get around to that probably later on.
Mine was the first upload.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I watched it first. And then I started watching Nether's, and I was like, oh, wait, it's just the same thing. And then I realized later on that Nether had the scenes at the end I told him to do. And I was like, oh, wait, I got to go back and watch that now.
So, pretty much, pretty much up to the point where me and Vance meet up outside the guard tower is pretty much where everything was pretty much smooth sailing until the end.
Yeah, so the explanation behind the Windvale event is... we like to introduce characters in the SMP in waves instead of just having random characters appear. Sometimes we just throw in a random person here and there. But
Nether.
Nether came with the cake people, but like as a character, he just randomly appeared one day. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if I'm allowed to explain what happened with that. What happened with that is the day of the launch of Cake, where all the Cake people, pretty much Coursion, the launch day when all the Cake people came through. Pretty much, I was actually unavailable. I think I was working the day of.
Yeah. So the story is that Nether's so clumsy, he somehow broke out of the machine and fell early.
Yeah, because that's unfortunately I actually don't have my episode, my first stream, my introduction to Coursion, because I streamed it on Twitch and I didn't save it before it got automatically removed by Twitch. Yes, you did.
That's why. And then you kind of just randomly appeared and be like, all right, he's scared now.
Yeah. So for those who don't understand, what happened with the basic gist of my first stream was that I, like Jekyll said, I kind of broke out of the machine early, so I kind of just really fell from the sky. It's raining men, hallelujah, and yada yada.
Yeah.
But
you were mentioned on the stream on the first launch day. I mentioned someone running off into the forest naked or some shit like that. I don't remember. Something like that.
Yeah. So
something Nether would do.
So what happened was that with me falling out,
appeared fully clothed.
but with
the naked part, I was exaggerating.
Yeah, but when I fell out of the machine, I pretty much woke up. When I started streaming, I think it was the next day.
Yeah.
I woke up in the forest. I kind of made my way through to Fairview. I go up the stairs and say hello, Casino, and Wolf are like, oh great, here's another one.
That's great. Oh yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was just pretty much giving me a tour, and I pretty much rented a room in the tavern, which I, mind you, canonically, but until I became
own, yeah.
Yeah, I now own. Canonically, I now own it, but throughout the entire time when me not owning it, I never paid any sort of rent. I just was there.
Oh yeah, no one ever pays rent in the building. That's why Davern's poor, or was poor. Yeah. So Windvale. So Windvale was a idea that popped up midway. There's an episode where Adam writes, it was during the search party arc, Adam accidentally writes, Windvale in his notebook instead of Fairview, and everyone was making fun of me of it, so I decided, I was like, you know what, I'm going to turn this on everyone else. So we hadn't decided when we were going to conclude the first season by then, And then when we started writing stuff, I was like, hey, what if there was another village called Windvale, and there was people living there, and that's what Adam was talking about. Everyone was like, oh, okay. And I was like, really? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So then I started writing the finale. It was like, Adam and company go to Windvale, and they find new members and bring them back. And everything else was kind of like thought of along the way. So there's actually 2 people who were in that episode. Newt, who you guys might remember for Cake SMP, she'll be making an appearance sometime in the beginning of season 2. And Rec Navarro, who wasn't able to get on because he had to go to bed, I think.
Yeah, because he's like...
Oh, yeah, because he is in a different time zone.
Yeah, I think he's like GMT or some crap like that.
Yeah, something like that. So it's going to be hard for him to get on. So he probably won't make a lot of appearances. But yeah, he lives in the stone house in the entrance. So the idea I had is like, okay, if I want new people in the SMP, I don't want to just introduce them. I want to introduce them in the wave. So, a little fun fact, there's a wave coming in the beginning of Season 2 and in the middle of Season 2. So, you guys have that, and there's new members. The reason we do that is we've been doing this for almost 5 months, so a lot of people kind of... Well, yeah, we started in August 2nd, and it's past January 2nd, so it's been 5 months. And actually, no, we started doing this July 5th, so it's been about 6 months. So a lot of people, stuff happens, people move away from each other. So I think every character from the beginning to now that has left us, I will list now in case anyone remembers, and I'll explain why they left, if I can go in detail or not, and where they left canonically. And then obviously I'll go over Windvale. Starting from the person, like people who left first, JT Football Luna. Like I said, you guys probably don't know them. They joined at the very beginning of the SMP, and were quickly banned due to toxicity between them and other people. They were quickly all voted out by the whole SMP. It was not just like 1 or 2 people. It was the whole, every single person in the SMP except for like 2 people was like, okay, get rid of these 3. So there was them. There was Scrump. Scrump just wouldn't listen to the admin group unless it was me, and I found that quite rude. Then there was Fishy left. Fishy actually just left. There was no banning, no kicking, nothing. Fishy just said it wasn't like the most comfortable environment for them, and I get that because we can be kind of loud and obnoxious, and we kind of like curse at each other a lot off camera, and we're rowdy. You get how it is. So it wasn't the most comfortable environment for them. So they were like, "Hey, I think I'm gonna go. I don't feel very comfortable here." And I was like, "That's fine. That's your thing." So Fishy just kind of did the same in the SMP. They just left because they were like, oh, okay, there's a bunch of new people here. I'm not doing this crap. So Fishy just left canonically. They're still alive, not dead.
They're just somewhere over the rainbow, way up high.
Yes. Who is the next to leave? Right, Kitty.
Yeah,
I think,
Kitty.
Right. Kitty left a while before we killed her off. I don't know if people noticed, but there was an absence of Kitty in most streams. Yeah, so Kitty just had some personal drama between a couple members, I think, or a member or two.
Wasn't it just one member?
It might have been just one member or a few. I don't really know for sure. I don't know the full story.
It was one.
Okay, so then Kitty was just like, hey, they're not making me comfortable, so I want to leave. And we were like, okay, it's okay if it's okay if we kill off your character, just to add like more, flame to the fire, because it was like for Roman and Casino trying to push him over the edge. It was like, because we had a plot plan at the time. She gave us approval, so we did that. So Kitty still talks to us. Kitty's still a friend. Just didn't want to be in the SMP. Next person was Davern. Like I said before, we talked about Davern in the last episode. Davern had some trouble seeing eye to eye with the way I direct things, and everyone else kind of see eye to eye with me. So I was like, hey, maybe the problem is us, and maybe we need to split. So Davern left the SMP, and I gave him the directing rights to the prequel series, which you guys will see soon. And I will just be writing for that.
And the original idea was to just kill him off, but then I'm pretty sure it was me and Luigi that came up saying like we could just.
No,
make...
it was
just
just
Luigi.
Luigi,
It was
and then you
just
jumped on
Luigi.
after. Yeah, I don't want to hear that, man. Don't give yourself the credit.
Don't give yourself credit. It was just Luigi.
Yeah.
No, I added some stuff, but okay.
Yeah,
No,
afterwards. Luigi was the one that
so
Yeah.
started
Luigi
the
was the
idea.
one that pitched the idea. Okay, there.
It was
We're not
Luigi
gonna
that
argue
started
over it.
the idea.
But I do want to say
Okay,
something
give some credit.
regarding. I do want to say something
I
regarding Davern's
Wasn't, but
character.
all right.
Yeah.
So this is something I will be going into maybe a little more detail in the next episode, but it is I think we did go into a little bit of detail last episode that
We gave a hint.
yeah, that you know, as a writer and a friend of Davern, like I wasn't entirely happy with how we sent him off. If that makes sense.
Nobody was.
Nobody
Yeah.
was.
No,
So-
no, it was.
So I pretty much put together my own little thought process, and you know, I'm gonna be hopefully, like relatively soon, hopefully that Davern will get a proper send off.
Yeah.
We'll be
Davern was being a little dumbhead and wanted us to kill off his character, but we said, no, it's not justice to Davern after everything's been through. We're just going to give him. He's going to have him leave, right?
Yeah.
Well, nah.
But,
First he was
will
like,
be.
use my character. You don't have to go off. Just use him.
No, sorry.
Find someone else.
His
I'll body
thing
act them.
was he wanted us to his words was to use his character because we could have the rights and find a new actor for it.
Just
And-
body act.
No offense to Davern here if he watches this. We've already said it. Everyone has agreed that it's gonna be weird if someone else plays Davern.
Yeah.
Like that, Davern is you, so it would be weird if
Yeah.
you gave yourself to someone else. You know,
I-
like it'd be hard to encompass the same character. And his thing was like, oh, make them mute for a while, and then make them get a new personality, and new voice. So what you're saying is put a new mind into your body. It's just like whatever. We decided against it.
Yeah,
I don't want to dwell on this forever. We talked about it last episode, so I'm gonna move on to the next character.
Yeah.
I don't want to start controversy. Okay.
Mm.
The next person to leave is, I think it would be Casino, right?
Yeah.
No one's left since Casino left,
Yeah.
or since Davern left. So Casino is going to be leaving the SMP soon. They will be in the prequel series, and then that is about it. We are recording a episode about them sometime this week, and it'll probably be an episode season 1.5 or sometime next week. Long story short, everyone had some issues with Casino. No hate towards her. Just not a good mix for our group. Especially after Davern was gone. Davern was the only person who gave her character justice. And I didn't know what to do with her character because I was going to do a lot of Davern and Casino stuff. Now that Davern's gone, there's no point in doing Davern and Casino stuff. So there's not a lot playing for the character besides that. So it was going to be an arc where Davern would turn to an Assassin Guild member. He would try to kill Casino. Eventually, Casino was going to convince him to turn back to good. Maybe a little bit of cheesy romance in there, something like that.
Mm.
And then she was eventually going to die, and Davern was going to be upset by that and stuff like that. But since Davern's gone, we were like, what do we do with her now? The only character who really has close ties to her is Roman, and Roman's like always busy. So we were like, okay. We all agreed. Casino agreed, and we all agreed. We were like, hey, you want to just get rid of your character? At this point, there isn't a lot going on for you. There would be more going on for you, but, stuff didn't go that way. She said yes, so she'll be leaving very soon. So if you guys want to write into this comment section, and rip to any of the characters, that. The next two people who we're not up for sure if they'll leave, but if they do leave, it'll be a big hit to the SMP for a bit. But I'm not going to bring them up yet because it's not confirmed if they're coming back at any point. So I'm not going to bring them up.
One of them said that they do want to leave, while the other one hasn't.
Yeah,
said
one of them
anything
says they do want to leave, but they've been working with us for so long. I think he just needs some time to get a break. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
Actually, I think it's a definitely.
You never know. Either way.
Well, I talked to them quite.
Things can happen. Things can change.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
guess
So,
But yeah.
they've been working us for a while. So if they do leave, we'll let you guys know and stuff on the Twitter or in maybe a season 2 director's commentary. But they might be leaving, so we might be losing 2 members soon. So if not, that's it. So the idea is Windvale and also the next season, we're like, okay, we need to bring some new, fresh faces in here, anyways.
Yeah.
If we keep losing people at this point, the end of SMP is gonna be like me, Nether, Vance, Wolf, Maddie, and like Doll. You know, so we were like, okay.
And then plus the recent new SMP members that just joined.
Well, I'm saying like if we didn't add them.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, we need to add some new people on here. So I pulled over and I was talking to a couple people. I was like, hey, you got any friends you want to join? So Maddie came up with some people, and I was able to find some old people. And I was like, all right, listen, I'm going to throw you guys into this. I explained it. I gave them 2 weeks to do the research. And then there was the day. I think it was the 18th of December we recorded this on, right?
Like Windvale?
Yes. Was it the 18th?
I can confirm or deny this right now.
I'm pretty sure I gave the rundown to like the new people, like Newt and Willowly and Ribbon. Those are the people specifically because nobody else was on.
So Vance's take on
videos
Windvale.
on the 21st. Yeah, I'm saying like when was the video we recorded? It was the 18th, right?
I believe so because Vance did
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't you want it to be uploaded before like
definitely before the
21st? Yeah, I said 21st of it was because Nethers came out on the 21st and 22nd. I remember your guys' videos on being delayed because of some stuff.
Yeah.
So we all got in, and this was the most frustrating and longest recording session we've ever had.
Oh, absolutely.
So when we got into it, it took us forever to get all the members. We finally got everyone we needed. I think the last person we needed joined the last second. I think it was like either Roman or Casino. I split everyone into different groups to start them off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted, because Zora and Chuck, you guys missed that whole perspective obviously now. Zora and Chuck came from Z Guild, went to Adam's place at the temple and picked up Adam, Luigi, and Doll. The mayor was with Casino. They walked over to the guard tower, and then there was in the tavern, and he walked over. I think it was one of the group was together.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Yeah, for the most part, Nether, my character, was just, he like
alone. Yeah,
he was just all alone, little old Nether. But like I didn't really know what to do for the majority before we all met up, because like I just was like rambling myself, like I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I think I went on a small ramble about the Springy's proposition, and I was like, what, screw it. Now we're Nether. Now we're Nether.
Now we're Nether. Hey, we got a new line. Okay.
Now we're Nether.
We all met together in like a big conjunction at the guard tower. Rakai's back. Everyone was I think at least I was happy to see Rakai back.
Yeah, definitely. You were. Casino
so
was too.
Left. He went on a training arc after Wolf left because he wanted to take a break because he had work and stuff. So he's going to be appearing somewhat more often. Rakai was back.
He works two jobs, so like
he works two jobs. He's a busy guy. Yeah. So Rakai came back. We were like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And we started talking. Like, all right, we're geared up. Let's go to Windvale. Some idiots walked the wrong way. Nether.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't know. Literally, okay. Let me be real with you. It wasn't just me who all walked in. It was me.
I know.
For like half. It was like half the group went with me.
Half the group went the wrong way. At least Vance went the right way. So we have a wrong way perspective and a right way. I think it's funny to imagine that like Nether's group went out like 20 kilometers before they realized, we went the wrong way, and then I backtrack and meet Adam's group back at the beginning.
Facts, literally.
Facts.
So then we were not walking the 10,000 blocks it took to get to Windvale, so we just teleported there. We were like, all right, we're here now.
Yeah, absolutely. I did not feel like
especially with that many people.
I was running.
I know, especially with that many people. We had to cross a couple oceans and stuff. There's no way in hell we were going to fucking walk all the way there. So we got a bunch of people. We were like, all right, we're there. And then guess what happened? I got a call from my dad, and he goes, hey, I forgot my card at home. Can you run down my street and give it to me? So everyone had to wait for me to run all the way down the street.
Yeah.
Then run all the way back up the street. Then I sat down, and as soon as I sat down, I hear someone go, all right, I'm going to the bathroom. So we had to wait for them to come back from the bathroom. They went back, and then someone was like, all right, I'm going to go take a shit as a joke. And then obviously we got the river there. So it took so long for that to happen. So we cut back into the jungle. We're running towards Windvale. We get there, we start exploring, and then we meet the most ugly No, I'm kidding. We meet the most...
You mean the best looking person in the SMP?
No.
We meet the most handsome We meet the most handsome mutant ever existed. Fallout has nothing on the mutant we know today. It's
Ayo! Fuck yeah.
best character in the whole entire SMP.
Oh yeah.
No.
So
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
fairly certain our
Definitely
lore
not.
for Blue is that he was too close to a nuclear reactor. Is it not?
Yeah. Apparently, my character didn't know that it's not good to be hanging around that.
Yep. So that's fun.
So my character isn't the brightest character.
But he's great though. He's great at building at least.
Yeah, since I built 90% of the things in Windvale, like
You
technically I have. I
wishes-
like, out of lore and in lore, I have built like
He
90%
started
of
building,
things.
and we were like, "Hey, they're not very active. You want to build the whole place?" And he's like, "Heck yeah!"
So yeah, so I decided, you know what, I might as well, build everything, because if I have the opportunity, and since I'm on always, I actually have a project to do now.
Oh, yeah.
So it's something to occupy myself. But the only person's house I didn't build was Scarlett's house, since she got in before me.
Yeah,
And-
Scarlet was the first of y'all to get on. Actually, fun fact. Yes.
Yeah, and then
So-
nobody else got on after, like a long time, I think.
Yeah, there was
then
like
it
a
was
few
just
days
me.
where everyone got on, and then you had to build everything. So, Newt wasn't able to make it because of rehearsal stuff, and Rick Navarro went to bed early, so we had Scarlet, Ribbon, Blue, and Willowly. So we went around. Obviously, we were introduced to Scarlet and Ribbon, and then Willowly. Fun fact: all the new characters are introduced except for Newt are hybrids. Hybrids like
Technically,
a
I'm
yeah.
not.
Well, you're a mutant, not a hybrid. So yes, technically,
Yeah.
Blue is a
I'm
mutant.
just a normal person, but I just
Good thing the mayor's dad isn't around anymore.
Hey yo,
Thank God, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Vance,
So
don't
bring him up.
spoil the prequel.
I would kill him if he came
So
up in the.
and then and we're like, hey, y'all here now. We're like, hey, y'all want to join us or die? They're like, hey, we've been dealing with famines for months. We'll join you. And then we all put our hands in between. We all put our
Really,
arms
Blue's
together.
Clues, we have 6 living chickens.
Yeah.
We
I
have
love how
6
Blue.
chickens
Okay,
and 4
the only
cows.
thing that pissed me off about that is obviously some people don't know how to stand in a single file line. Roman,
That
hell,
was such a
So,
whole mess.
I was
Oh
standing in the
God.
single file line.
Such an
I was
ugly
just
line
always
that
in the
mine
front of the
destroyed
line.
face
I
could
was
see it
like-
as a
I
straight
always
line.
made sure I was in the front of the line. Trying
yes,
to see.
and then you wouldn't leave the front of the line ever.
100%, yes.
I was like proper.
So some
I
people.
moved over to the side.
like
I just
not,
wanted to see.
no cap, Jackal. I was actually getting like midway through the session. I was getting thoroughly frustrated with how chaotic.
So
it
was I. People next time people like definitely there was too much people there. Like obviously we had fun, but like holy shit, Roman wouldn't listen. Bill wouldn't listen.
Bro,
Even Vance,
Well,
I was like,
I
Vance, back
moved
up, and
over.
Vance was like right in Willowly's face, and I was like, dude, but like he was
I mean,
all-
I moved over to like behind
stared
you
into
so I
the
could
snowman.
see.
yeah.
I definitely moved. I did
only-
listen a bit because I moved over.
I only moved up a bit when I was like talking a bit.
like,
yeah.
Okay, so the one thing
I
that like
definitely did not listen to Clara. Clara can go suck it. I'm not listening.
what kind of confused me or kind of like startled me a bit is when I think it was Ribbon, like when I pulled out my lighter, it was like, hey yo, get that lighter away from the mayor, you go melt his ass. I'm like, chill, bro.
That was funny.
Really?
Yeah.
I literally
I
chased him all the way back with a with a torch in my hand.
Ribbon. I already tell Ribbon's gonna be pretty funny. I think Ribbon and Nether will probably be friends eventually.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they both seem very crazy and mentally unstable.
Oh yeah.
So we introduced ourselves. They introduced themselves.
We got a brief.
I think one of my most funny when we rewatched the Windvale in a call with each other. Jace is there. He plays Atlas. And he heard Scarlet. He's like, "Yo, accents! I love a girl with an accent." And we're like, "No, bro, no." So that was. So we had a lot of fond memories. In the recording, obviously, we went down and started talking to Mayor. Like, "Hey, you should come with us." And then there was the torch bit where I was like, "I love where I go." Hey, is that torch melting you? And then he turns around and goes, "Dear God."
I remember the exact words he says. He says, "Oh my God."
Yeah, he goes, "Oh my God." Yeah, so like it was like that torch is gonna assassinate him, dude. Or how like in like Nether, they're all like, "Hey, what's this fire? What's this like orange stuff coming off of you?" It's like, "Oh, kind of from the Nether." He's like, "Wait, is that fire? Get that away from me!" Lowly's a funny guy, so he had a lot of fun with all the fire.
Oh
bits
wait,
and
yo,
stuff.
Jackal, chill. We haven't revealed that yet.
What?
What you just said.
The flames coming off you?
No, we already knew. No. Okay. So, okay. I
There's
just,
name being where he's from.
yeah, we haven't.
What?
We have. Okay.
Bleep that out.
Your name is Nether. It's not that I don't know what to tell
If
you.
you don't understand that you're from the Nether, there's a problem.
Yeah, I think like we're obviously we have okay, and plus it was that idea was already talked about in Cake, so people already know about that.
Yeah.
If they're longtime fans.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. But okay.
Yeah. My bad.
Like for new fans, they don't
The
know that.
same thing happened when we were recording Windville. There's a cut you guys probably won't see of me revealing something about Luigi. Yeah, about Luigi's character. I spoiled something for season 2. And he stared at me dead in the eyes. He goes, Aiden? And I was like, fuck, alright, roll it back.
Roll it back.
I think my favorite part about the whole like talking to them bit is when I kept calling Blue stuff. I was like, hey, watch out for the. I think the Lego character said that. What's a Lego? I don't know. And it's like, hey, Homer Simpson, back off. Who's Homer Simpson? You learn when you're older. I'm 23. I fucking loved it.
Well, when you're older than me,
Oh yeah, how old is Wolf again? Didn't we ever?
27.
27, right? We need to write these
I'm
down.
old.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be real.
How
with
old
y'all.
does that make me? Because technically we're in the future, and since it all went to hell, there was probably nuclear reactors like years and years before this.
Was Blue turned recently, or did he turn like when the nuclear reactors first like went off?
Ooh.
Because that would create like 2 different scenarios. Because my character, I don't want to build him all at once.
Okay, when the reactors first set off, he'd be like 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
No.
Because I'm pretty sure
me
the SMP
old.
takes place in 3039 or something close to that. I had to check later.
Your character's old.
But like
If that's the case, then maybe, yeah, he might be the
No,
oldest one there.
But for
Because that's
Rizzles-
what I was thinking. Like I act like I'm what? I don't
But
know.
like-
younger than
but
I actually
like-
am.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
for Rizzles, like I'm gonna be for real with y'all.
For
I don't even know how old Nether is. Like
We figured out every single character's age a couple weeks ago, but then we never wrote it down, so we'll have to redo that after this recording.
I thought we did.
Either way,
I know the mayor's
thought we did.
25
Right
now.
down.
I know the
I thought we
mayor's
did write it
25
down, but
now.
I can't find it anywhere.
Or when is he 24 or 25? I'm not sure.
The
24.
mayor's younger. The mayor's younger than Adam. Oh wait, no, Adam's 25. My bad. No, right? Yeah. Okay, so he's 20. He'd be 25.
Well, obviously everyone has grown up a year.
Not everyone really. I mean, the Coursion characters haven't been there for a year yet.
I'm
Well,
gonna have to look.
actually,
I mean,
almost.
yeah,
Actually,
Because like
Yeah.
every month in real life for them is like 2 months there, I think.
Mm.
So it hasn't been 6 months yet, so I haven't been a complete year yet. So most of the characters have aged up. Either way, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing we definitely
Besides,
figure
my
out.
character will be 28.
that should be like a.
Okay, I want to get through
Something.
this though, so I'm gonna carry most of this next part. So we met Blue, met all the characters, brought him back to Windvale. Everyone started getting off. So the most we did, we brought him back to Tavern. They picked the rooms out, which was so funny to see everyone running out of doors and rooms like a Scooby Doo scene.
Yeah,
It was-
really.
so
We're
everyone.
trying to figure out what room is taken and what room's not.
And even in the Christmas specials, still nobody knows what rooms are theirs. So
Nope.
that was fun.
Actually, because we tried to figure out whose room was.
Was that glass one? I think it's
with
Ribbons.
the
I
glass.
think that's ribbon.
So I'm like, oh no, that's not that person's room, because I thought there was an extra room at the end, but there wasn't. There was just barely
Yeah.
enough rooms for the people who were
Ribbon's
there.
room.
No,
That's
there's exactly enough rooms for every.
Yeah, I know. There
Yeah.
was exactly
Yeah.
amount of room, so that worked perfectly.
Yeah.
All right, so that was the finale,
Well,
and I think we can all agree it was really good.
well, that not well for.
I wasn't there for the Christmas.
Yeah, there was. I like the Christmas because I kept making snowmans and killing them off every once in a while.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna see
People
now.
would make snowmans and I would shoot them instantly.
Yeah. So for who's the fuck slurping?
So that was
Anyway, no.
my bad.
No, but what I really
That's
enjoyed,
yeah.
what I really enjoyed doing, it was actually my post credit scene. I actually have two. I have two post credit scenes for Windville, which is funnily enough is actually what's playing in the background of the recording right now.
Oh, Vog.
Yeah. So the first one kind of played out as me kind of like realizing Roman's like I understand he's grieving, but like god damn, he needs to calm down.
Man's roast everyone, bro.
Yeah, and like what I really
I had fun in Windvale insulting everybody.
yeah no
Oh yeah.
yeah
My
but
favorite is Mutt Man. I like that.
My man. Okay, what were you saying on that?
One of these days, the wolf is gonna kill you.
yeah no but something that really kind of in my character's mind during the first post credit scene was Casino saying that you are not the hero of this story because Roman like since the beginning Nether has always had like a off feeling about Roman.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, so
Roman's just an oddball, man.
yeah. But in a way, and after me, I kind of threatened Roman for a fight, bah bah, that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that, Casino steps in, says the line, "You're not the hero of this story," and then I kind of walk off all pissy or upset.
Damn.
Yeah,
you're right. It's Wolf, right, guys?
Yeah, bro.
I thought you thought I was gonna say Adam.
No, bro. Season one is definitely me.
But the second and final post-credit scene was me, walking over to the Assassin's Guild, which which we didn't really get a scene. Like Springy wasn't on, or Just Assassin wasn't online at the
Wasn't
time.
on, yeah. So it was just kind of like.
You guys like? I just assume like it's just kind of an people watching just inferred that Springy was there and kind of welcomes me with open arms.
Yeah. So you guys can check that out. I'd suggest watching both because you can just skip by the stuff you saw in the first one, or if you want to watch the second one and then the first one, it's whatever order you want. The next one was discussing the Windville people. Phil, give us like a quick minute conversation about that.
It was basically me and Roman saying that we didn't trust them and saying they were up to something and that they weren't in the rooms. And we went to go look and stuff, and that's basically what happened.
Yeah.
And of course, like every stream ever, you find a way to wind up in the Nether portal room, even though apparently.
Yeah, really, I don't know.
Every stream. Dude, I've been sitting there watching like the streams, the episodes, and I'm like, dude, we need to go to like the bakery area and like the dock and the barn area more often. We're always near either the tavern or the temple. We're never anywhere else with the tavern and the temple. So we need to like explore more often.
Yeah. Oh, but on an unrelated note, but related to the docks, I am very proud of like the big ship I built. Like the big ship at the docks, I built that. I built that with my own 2 nubs.
That's Uncle Broly's
the question
ship.
is it a tutorial build or is it like an actual build?
Yes.
Yes. All
Fun
right.
fact, most of the builds
answer.
on Coursion are actually tutorial builds because we wanted to we could have like taken our time to make fresh builds and stuff, but we were like, it was like midway through July and we were supposed to start the SMP on the August 2nd. We were like, okay.
Yeah,
let's just like grab some builds, and that's why a lot of the builds look very weird.
Yeah.
Like you have like the Japanese temple, which I thought was cool to put there. Originally, it was gonna be like a small Japanese place, but I went all for it.
Yeah.
And then you have like the courthouse made out of marble, the guard tower made out of stone, and then you have like Maddie's house was all wood. Like there's such like the builds there are just from so many different eras. It's funny.
Oh, another thing. Also, another thing about the guard tower, I built that with my own 2 nubs. I'm joking. I had some.
Yes.
I had some help with that. I did. I will admit.
The next one is the Christmas special, and obviously, I think only me and Vance and Blue were in that.
Yeah.
Christmas special. Which one was?
Well, like a
what did
lot
that
of. Well,
consist of?
I wonder what it was. Okay, so the Christmas special was Adam, Vance,
it's a Merry
and
Christmas.
It's on Just Assassin's channel.
Yeah, titled "A Merry Coursion Christmas."
I don't keep up with any videos.
I was like, I do. Yeah, go on, Jacqueline, and I'll say what I want to say afterwards.
Okay. I want to try to shorten these down so the episode isn't 40 minutes. So that's why
You're a little late for that, buddy.
So we went there. Yeah. We were like, "Hey, what's up? Welcome to sorry. Like Spring walks in, and we're sitting on the couch. I think it was Adam, Kai, and Vance, and then like
yeah, it was Adam. It was Adam,
yeah.
Vance, Kai.
Adam gives Vance. Adam grabs a present for someone, and he gives. He's acting all weird towards the mayor, and then he tries to get the mayor on the mistletoe. Mayor's like, "Hey, what's up with that, Adam?" So they went over to the tavern area, and they went in, and it was snowed in. But then Willoli and
Blue and
Blue were down there.
Yeah, and me, because I own the place now.
There?
Yeah, I was there. I was the one who passed out the eggnog.
Oh, right. I forgot you were in the recording. So everyone,
right.
Oh, yeah. I keep thinking you weren't there for some reason. Yeah, so then we went there. We had a big talk.
He kept getting mad at me because I kept shooting arrows.
Yes, we found Ribbon's weird glass thing. And then we went back upstairs to the Christmas tree, which we had already went to once. Mm-hmm. And this was kind of like a thing I did mid-recording. So the presents underneath all the trees, I had never originally planned for those to be for specific people. Will just placed a bunch of random present down. But it wound up working out because there wound up being presents for all the people who are online and offline. So Adam gave everyone presents. And a detail I want to point out is Adam gave everyone a present and no one gave Adam one.
Oh,
I wasn't planning for it. Nobody said to present giving.
Yeah,
if it was me, I'd probably give like a
diamond, a singular diamond.
Accept presents or give presents.
I am sorry to interrupt, but I have to go to bed.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say, Vance, before you leave?
Yeah, go down in the description below and watch the videos, the video playlist. Watch all the videos.
Also, Baba Booey.
True, yes, and also here's to a great 2022. See ya, y'all.
See ya.
Bye, Vance. We will probably see him next episode anyways.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap this up real quick. I'm going to speed run through the next 4 things.
Dude.
Okay. Christmas special. They went out into the forest. They went looking for a present for Maddie. They got jumped by zombies, and Willoli Snowman saved us. We went back up, and Willoli was like, what are you talking about? I was here the whole time. Which is a bit we made mid-recording that we thought was hilarious. So I wonder who saved us. Maybe Willoli has a clone or an evil brother. Maybe there's multiple Willolis. No one knows.
Willoli can just clone himself.
We did the whole Merry Christmas thing, then we all split off, and then there was some stuff with Springy Casino because Casino's house got graffitied or whatever. Then there was the next episode, Coursion SMP Adam gets a job. Long story short, Adam got a job at the Flowers, and then we did what? We went over to what?
The abandoned hybrid houses, I do believe.
That, and we went to Z Guild too, right?
I don't know.
Where you made fun of the dead people.
I know. Yeah, and then the houses. Yeah. So I think it was it the New Year event or the Adam gets a job that we went to Z Guild?
I don't remember.
It's one of the two. I know
Either way, we went to the Z Guild and we did not know we were supposed to not go over there, so our bad on that. Next up with the New Year's event. Oh yeah, we did it and Adam gets a job. What's up, Nether?
I do want to say something. Fun fact, I'm pretty sure Phil was the only one that actually noticed and blatantly said something about it, but y'all just didn't listen. I was actually snooping around, booying around. Literally, like, I think it was when you guys were over by the Flowers that you guys did that there was a creeper explosion down the hill. That was me.
Oh yeah, we saw you. We just didn't get it.
Yeah.
I think everyone. Someone said, "Is that what's over there?" We were like, anyways, we were saying because I didn't know where you were doing. So I was like, whatever.
I was just trying to get that screen time. Screen time.
Yes. Nether tries to get as much screen time to make up for the early episodes. New Year's event. So long story short, the New Year's event. We got on. I gave out Chinese food. We went to the stage and talked for a bit, and we were trying to make a dragon on the stage, but we couldn't find enough supplies. And then we got really bored. We went over to the crafting table area, the crafting hills, and it was very corrupted. And we were like, man, this is cool. And then we were like, man, this stream's boring. There's like 6 people here. So then we just started talking about the director's commentary.
He went to take a poop.
Yes, I'm going to go take a shit. And then I came back.
He was on call.
I came back after the shit. Not that I was on call. Come on.
You were on go to my stream. I have
Who
people
remembers him being on the toilet?
Live
Raise
chat.
your hand. I don't see any hands raised.
No, okay.
All right, you're
Either
going
way,
with
It
he
did
wasn't on the
happen.
toilet.
Anyways,
I flushed, and we talked about the director's commentary and a couple other things. So that was really cool. New Year's event wasn't the best event ever. It was like a mini event. It was just talking
It
about
wasn't
what's
even an
coming.
event. It was just it was a stream. It was like a
It was a stream, so
stream.
It was just talking about we have some stuff planned this year. We gave a couple of spoilers out that we'll also be talking about next episode, and a couple teasers, and talking about director's commentary. And we literally said that day, "Hey, let's go record the first episode," and we did. And now it's 2 days later, and we are on the 5th episode. But obviously, you guys are going to see these come out spaced before season 2 starts. And then the last episode, Adam's snooping around. So this is not the last episode. There's probably going to be more episodes that drop after this one, so keep an eye on the season 1.5 playlist. We'll drop down below. Actually, by the time you guys see this, we'll probably have like 4 more episodes out. So, Adam snooping around is when Adam and Wolf went to a secret base in the Adam Gets a Job stream, and they were like, "Hey," they went to the tavern. They were like, "Hey, bro, you guys know anything about this to Nether or to Spring?" And they're like, "No." And then, of course, they did because it's the Assassin Guild base. And Adam and Wolf found out.
You guys were jumping around, and I was jumping around too, and I ran off.
Oh, yeah.
And
we saw you there. And we were like, "Please, Blue, don't ruin this." And we
and I'm like, I should probably go the other way now.
Yeah. So,
Also, someone's secret was watching me and Adam. I won't tell anyone who.
I will check that out later. So, yeah.
Oh, you won't see him on stream, but I knew he was there.
Oh, really?
Oh, I knew he was there.
Let me guess, for Kai.
I don't know
I saw him jumping above us because you looked into the trees for a second. I saw a little glimpse of someone running away, and I was like,
Shenanigans.
Yes.
So so Adam and Wolf, obviously, in the next episode, you figure out what happens when they go to the guild.
Damn, bro, when your dad comes in your room.
Sorry about that. So in the next episode, we'll figure out what Adam and Wolf shenanigans, what they get up to. So, yeah.
And who knows? It might be some reality-altering shenanigans.
So if next episode, that episode's out, then we'll talk about it. If not, so everyone yell at Nether to finish editing that already.
Shit!
Speaking of the Nether, I've canonically been to the Nether because I have a wither skeleton skull that I always wear around.
And no one ever seems to question it except for Zora.
No one questions it, and I just always wear it around.
It's great. So, okay. So that will conclude this episode. Everyone's not going to be able to say goodbye, so everyone just say goodbye at once. We're going to see you guys next episode. Goodbye.
Bye.
And we'll see you for the end of this.
Bye. This is Will signing out.
Haha, funny number.